A lot of people have been asking me to make a video on how I started coding at an early age, like 13. So in this video, I just want to break down kind of how I started coding and more of my journey. So stick around the video. If you guys don't know me, my name is Sanyi Diriba. I'm 16 years old and I'm a software developer. I'm a software developer. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, hit that subscribe button and like the video too. All right. So I think before coding, there's a lot of things that I need to mention that have some values, I believe. So mostly like when coronavirus came to our world, but mostly to my country, it came in 2020. So right then, everybody was home, like my brothers, family. So like there was no school, I think for like 5 months or five, six, 7, 6 months or something. So yeah, it was at that moment that we kind of started, doing more stuff. So I started learning languages. My English was not good back then. I didn't even know much. So I started learning languages. So after that, we also started Bible study and different activities that you can do at home with your brothers. And when it comes to technology, um, my brother was a software engineer, so like we were not even good at typing. I see him typing like really fast, and I just wish one day I could type as fast as him and I could do what he does. Yeah, so like he introduced us to like kind of like we should practice typing in keyboard and stuff. So yeah, we started practicing that, and we also started photo editing. I started like photo editing, video or editing pictures, Photoshop and different things that you can think of. Like started YouTube channel, which was like teaching English to my local language and stuff. So yeah, that was the activity that we were kind of like more focused on. So when it comes to the coding phase, by this time the school has already started because kind of the virus was cooling down. So like everybody was going to work, going to school, but we were still wearing protection and stuff. But yeah, that was I think the moment that we kind of I got into coding. So yeah, my brother saw the passion that I have for technology, computers and stuff. Like I like to watch him do what he does, coding. I didn't even know what it was, but yeah, he introduced me to, kind of the markup language that we call like HTML and different things. So yeah, I started YouTube tutorials. So I started learning coding from the legends. Like if you guys are self-taught, you guys should know Mosh Hamadani is the best. Um, so yeah, I think I started learning from him. So like he was teaching HTML, and he does a lot of stuff, by the way. He teaches React, teaches Next.js. Like I don't think there's a language that he doesn't teach. So yeah, I just continued watching dozens of tutorials on how to code using HTML, CSS, and also JavaScript. After YouTube, I still like watching tutorials from YouTube, but like I also started courses from W3 School. W3 School? Yeah, I think W3 School. They do a lot of free courses, so I just started learning JavaScript, HTML, and CSS just from there too. I got kind of pretty good, I could say, and I got into free code camp. I think this was the best. Like this was the best giving like free courses out there. I believe from my perspective, because it's not just about the courses. There were also kind of communities that you can learn from. So yeah, that was really cool. I just even when I eat, I kind of like answer people's questions on there if they are struggling with the coding. I still struggle too, but like if there's a level that I have passed, I could kind of help them out. So yeah, that was really cool. And I think my kind of locking point, I could say, is when I went to my first hackathon at the age of 14, which was in 2024. So yeah, there again, my brother Amante introduced me to like there's this competition that you should go to, and I was like, oh really? What competition? It's like there's coding competition, like you go to with team and then hackathon. What's hackathon? I have no idea what hackathon was, to be honest. So yeah, I just went there and we ended up building kind of a simple project which was like it has all-in-one kind of applications like calculator, weather app, and different things. Uh, so we ended up winning first place, which was really great. Which was like I was so amazed, and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this for life. Like this is my my future. But still, I continued taking the courses, but I am now more getting into like the frameworks like React, Tailwind CSS, TypeScript, and more of that instead of like just the generic HTML and CSS. So yeah, that's kind of the thing that I was doing. Still within like I think from me, I like to kind of explore new things. So when I came to like after the React, I also started Python by the way, which I forgot. I there's like this platform called Simple Learn. They give Python courses. Instead, I was watching Moshe Madani, but like it's still great to kind of take the courses from Simple Learn and then get the certification and stuff. And I also got into there was this competition that was prepared by HSB, African to African to Silicon Valley. So from there, we teamed up. Like I have so yeah, we teamed up. We built the product. We didn't win. We didn't like win, but three of us, me and my other brother and EU. His name is EU, another person. So yeah, we like kind of wanted to start kind of a company or something like that. So we built God's Code. Basically go to code is like it's we give free projects, like we just give projects and we kind of try to train students around the world with coding and stuff, even though we didn't know a lot about coding, but we still tried to, and we actually ended up getting like about over 500 plus students to kind of like work on God's Code projects and stuff. But we ended up shutting down the company. I think after 6 months, because we became managers instead of developers, and we were just managing people. We were just kind of reviewing codes instead of like writing codes and learning and improving our skills. So we shut that down. So after that, we started. There was like A2SV, so we started data structure and algorithm because A2SV they teach data structure and algorithm to kind of students. It's kind of a bit competitive to get in, so we started learning data. I started learning data structure and algorithm through Neat Code from the YouTube, and different resources too that I don't really remember. The platform that I was using for the competitive was like Lead Code, basically Lead Code. So yeah, I applied to HSB. I ended up getting in from like 4,000 students, only like about 400 got in. So yeah, I was one of them. I trained data structure for a lot of times. It was just like a few months ago that I finished the courses. So in my middle 15, 1 5. So I started. I used to build projects. Honestly, I build projects on my own, like different projects, but I never ship them or share them. So yeah, I started shipping. So I built my first real product at the age of 15.5. I don't know. I have no idea. 15.5. So yeah, after that, it was basically a simple tool that kind of you can upload any pictures, like it could be a design and it could be everything. You can click anywhere, it will pin it, and then you can write comment and share it to people. So yeah, that was basically it. That project ended up getting a lot of tractions. I think over 1 million views on LinkedIn and YouTube combined. So yeah, that was the best decision I've ever made in my life. I made my first dollar from that project. I just got in love with I need to ship more products. So I kind of wanted to fix my own pain point, which led to my second project, which was Wisecode. I think the biggest project that I'm known for. I mean, I don't have a lot of projects, but a lot of people know me from Wisecode. So basically, what is Wisecode? It's basically a mobile application that is designed to like help you stop endless scrolling. I was wasting a lot of time scrolling on shorts, TikTok, and a lot of things like sometimes three plus hours a day. So I built a tool for that. I was new to kind of mobile mobile development. I did took some Flutter courses like while I was learning in HSP. So yeah, I did the resources that I used for that was like basically I almost used YouTube and I used YouTube. I used different courses on different platforms. From that, I had the fundamentals of building a mobile application, and I learned it while building the project was called. So it took me about 4 months, literally 4 months. It ended up getting almost 5 million views while I was building in public, while I was sharing the journey on LinkedIn, on X, on YouTube, on different platform. I mostly do LinkedIn, YouTube, and X. So yeah, it's combined. I think it got about over 5 million views. While building it in public. So yeah, the language that I used for that project was Flutter, was the Kotlin. So yeah, and it's currently has about 5,000 installs on Play Store. It's only in Play Store right now. But morely, what I'm doing right now is I'm more focused on SaaS, software as a service. I'm trying to like getting into business to business, B2C, and that stuff that you can generate revenue from. So I'm currently building Shiplag. Um, Basically Shiplag, we ship products every day, we ship features every day, but a lot of people don't actually write changelag for their product. The changelag is basically it tells your users what's actually changed in the product. So yeah, I'm building a way to automate that. You basically connect it to your GitHub repository, your product's GitHub repository, and then from there it puts the commits, the pull request, and it will generate a change log for your product, and then it will show it to your users. And yeah, a few weeks ago I won this um Young Changemaker of the Year LinkedIn Awards Ethiopia. So basically I was just nominated for kind of the impact I was doing. I don't know if I made a lot of impact, but this feels great. So yeah, that's it, I guess. Lastly, I want to say this is just the start, and there's a lot of things I have left to accomplish that I'm dreaming about, and with God's helps, I hope I will get there. So yeah, this was my journey on how I started coding, and if you guys like the video, please make sure to subscribe, like the video, and share it with your audience, friends, whatever. It helps out a lot. So yeah, peace out.